Welcome to the third part of our show. I'm Barry Fair. Thanks for joining my outsider and I here this afternoon, and here he is.
Hi everyone, thanks again for joining us.
Well, we had fish and chips here at my house today. The $10 deal, ladies and gentlemen, and it was so good. Crumb fish and chips. The chips were beautiful. The fish was lovely and cooked. It was not oily. And here's my upside end now.
Well, for change today, we collected and did takeaway fish. Collected at the shop. We had fish and chips here, and it was magnificent. Very something for change.
Now, we usually do a review outside the shop, but it is too cold to be doing them. And we don't want to get sick, do we? No. So the fish and chips were absolutely to die for, followed by a scrumptious dessert. And here's Nick to tell you about this dessert that we had.
Uh, we had baklava. Barry had never tried baklava. I love baklava, especially authentic baklava. It's very popular in the Southeast Europe, like Greeks, Turkish, and all that region of Albania. Also popular here in Lebanon and Muslim community. Uh, so Barry, I think, had still in his mouth full. Is that?
Yeah, and soon as I saw that, I thought, yep, I'm going to give it a go. And that's what happened today with us. Now, as I said, we usually do the fish and chip reviews outside, but it is too cold to do them at the moment. Maybe when it's warm again, we'll be able to do it. Now, following our discussion this morning, we talked about anger and how it can affect other people. So we're going to give you a bit more of an insight to anger now and how it can affect other people. So how can anger be dealt with well? And we said on the second part of the show this morning, write a diary of how you were feeling and why you were feeling angry. And here's my outsider for his view on what we discussed earlier on in the show.
Or there are many things that trigger anger on us. And that doesn't mean that we cannot balance it right. So with Barry, we discuss how important is someone on top of reading a diary. When you're getting angry, for example, you can do a survey. You can go around to, well, it was me or the other person. Usually, there are two people involved. For example, let's say that I went to the I went to the coffee shop and the coffee wasn't right, even though I paid $4 enough. I requested to the guy to make it strong, but he didn't make it strong. So I'm angry now because he didn't listen to me. But if I put this experience on his perspective, let's say that he was busy, which clearly was busy, and I can forgive him. And that's how I forgive. Next time when I go back to this a coffee shop, I make sure that he listens to me and do the right thing. So I'll tell him again, so please, would you mind making a strong coffee? It's important. Just write it down, and for you'll take note of it. So this simple ways, as Barry mentioned in the past, using the right communication skills, being able to forgive. It's a lot to give and take.
Well, now it's time to talk about how to treat people in the community. Okay, as my opsider said, he brought a coffee and the staff in the shop didn't make it the way he wanted to. So I think next time what my opsider will do is write down the order and maybe then the staff will understand.
Exactly.
And when you go to water, fish and chips, before you go into the shop, write down the order. Okay, so that the staff know how you want your fish to be cooked, whether it's crumbed, grilled, or battered, like we had today,
Okay.
and crumbed, which I've mentioned. So, very important to treat people with respect in the community. Here's Nick now for this.
Exactly. We have to not just take but give as well. There's some people are working there. We cannot treat them, as disrespect because they doing their job. They most of the time they don't know how we exactly want that food or the coffee because they've got so many people. You just have to be try to be in their shoes as well. I know it's not that easy, but if you train that things we can manage better anger, I believe, I talk to my son and I'll try to be in my shoes, try to be in someone else's shoes. For example, this guy is working coffee shop was very busy. Or if I go to seafood, I ordered clam and fish, but they gave it to me, let's say, bottle fish, So oh, I'll take it personally because it's not such a huge difference. Barry in the past used to have paddlefish. Is that correct, Barry? And now it's ever crown. Is there any big difference? Yeah. I mean, so Barry next time comes and look, mate, you mind just get me a crumbled fish? That's how I like it from now on. Okay? And I'll be perfectly fine. We will be. No, Barry?
So, being rude to people out in the community, doesn't work that way. And think about how you are going to approach the person when you walk into their store, because if you walk into their store all flustered and grumpy and whatever have you, then they won't want to serve you the next time round. And you won't be welcome to come back to that shop. You may have to buy your food and drink somewhere else. And at the doctor's as well. If you have an appointment at the medical center, the same thing. Always treat the staff and doctors with respect. Don't be rude to them. Because at the Vale Medical Center where I go, there is a sign. The staff will not tolerate any abuse of behavior or language, and you will be obsolete. So very important to treat the staff with respect everywhere that you go, and treat people out on the road with respect. Don't have a road rage attack. That is stupid. Here's my offsider for this now.
That's right, Barry. We just have to reflect a bit more, put ourselves in their shoes. Respect is should be both ways, especially for people, doctors and nurses that have such a delicate job dealing with so many clients every day. We should think of them too, Look what he's going through because it's not an easy job. That's why we have to, yeah, to be patient with them. I respect the queue whenever we are queuing there somewhere in a different state. We think of time. On the other hand, these are the services. Government is trying to improve things, and that's all can do. Passion. Think of the other countries in the world, third world countries where the services are nightmare in comparison to us. People still respect the rules because they have no many choices as we have.
So as we've been discussing on the show this morning and now, and being angry for no apparent reason, no. Please think about how you are going to approach the person, what you are going to say to the person, and how you deal with a person when they've done something that isn't appropriate. And another thing Nick and I would like to talk about is going to another person and talking to them about what happened behind that person's back. So what Nick and I would like to discuss is discuss the problem with the person before going behind his or her back, because that is not the way to handle a situation. So
exactly right. Thank you, because it's such a delicate topic, especially when it comes. I've been in the last 2 years been working for different companies, and I don't agree right now that this company base performance of their employees on some observation of someone else. And I find behind the back, there are many other ways to collect the right information. That's very nice for me. So you get, if you really want to get a good performance evaluation of the employee, you can gather data from different employees that this person has been working with. And that's how I see it, because it's delicate. You make these employees in jeopardy, by being close-minded and judging only from your personal perspective.
So don't just stab someone in
Exactly.
the back by going around
Yeah.
and talking about them to someone else. Sort the problem out appropriately, and again, write down in your diary when this happened,
Yeah.
or the place that it happened, and the date, the time. because if I went to someone else, okay, and discussed my outsider to someone else
Yeah,
without him even knowing it, that's stabbing him in the back. So that's not the way to handle a situation there either.
exactly. Right.
And just before we do wrap up our show today, we'd like to say thank you for tuning in, and I'd like to thank all my YouTube subscribers for tuning in, and thanks to our sponsors, our sponsor, the Old Fashioned Fish and Chip Shop, ladies and gentlemen, and I and the staff. I think are going to be tuning in to my videos, so thanks to the team at the Old Fashioned Fish and Chip Shop in Narrowena. And the weather today, it's been a beautiful day, but cold. The last couple of days of winter, and we look forward to spring. And next week on the show, we'll be going over staying safe on the road and driving in a safe manner on the road. Now, I brought a topic up about this a couple of weeks ago, but I didn't discuss it enough, so we hope that you will join us for next week's show. And before we close the show today, I drink water and and eat the right food, and treat is okay every now and again, but not all the time. So make a list of the healthy options too. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, just I can tell. Look after yourself. Be friend or best friend to yourself. Worship. It's not such a holy grail, when it comes to be where you want to be. It's uh, requires a bit of practice. Change, yeah, change is important for everyone. Look, for example, today, Barry had never tried baklava. I suggested to him, and Barry took on board and loved it. Yeah, just try new things. It's good. We are here also to experience new things. And yeah, just composite always in positive perspective. So,
And that's just about all we've got time for today on the third part of our show. And we thank you for joining us today. And we'd like to leave you with a quote. Having a disability is no excuse to be rude. Now, here's Nick to tell you about that.
exactly. I been working now for cerebral palsy CPA for 3 months, and if one day I have to go in another direction, I always remember as the best experience of my life. It's so rewarding. I'll do it again, and I'll do it without money because we are people. That's all we have, people. Never forget about this. That the well-known philosopher uh, used to say, if it was a bridge to build between two peoples, you will always build these bridges, because yeah, we are people, and the bridges are the best. us. Yeah.
So, in ending today's show, please think about what my outsider and I have said and write down in your diary about how you are feeling, because this is important. Because if you don't write anything down in a diary or tell anyone, how can they help you? Because the only person you can help is yourself. And here's my upside.
Exactly right. No one out there is going to help you if you don't have the will to help yourself. Yeah.
Because
yeah, very.
Because as I've said, we are all humans, and we can't rely on everybody to sort out our personal issues.
Exactly right.
So all we've got to do is write a diary of how we are feeling, whether we're feeling sick, angry, or sad, whatever. But don't take your anger out on somebody for no reason. And this is a great closing message that Nick and I would like to give to you this afternoon. If you are angry, take yourself out, go and have some fresh air somewhere, and read a book, go and have a cup of tea, or go for a drive somewhere. And this is my closing message. And now here's Nick with his closing message.
Well, can't find any better closing message than this, Barry. Thank you. It's just reiterating again. It's very sad. Don't take on the others. Be friend to yourself. Be your best friend. And make sure just enjoy the simple things in the life. Like I am very we cherish Wednesdays, because we go have a meal together, share a nice conversation, share these topics with us, and yet turn this the day in a wonderful day, memorable. Simple things can make you happy. Trust me. What do you think, Barry?
And trust us, because the simple things in life are often the best. And as we said, in the hydration program, water is free. It's free of toxins, and it's free for all. So, this is where I'd like to finish off this afternoon's show. Write in a diary every day, not just one day, every day. If you've got a problem, sort the problem out with the person in an adult-like way. Take them somewhere, into another room inside the house. If the problem is eventuating at home, and discuss the issues there, what's bothering you, but don't spoil the atmosphere for everybody else around you. And on that note, it is time to go, so thank you for your company on this Wednesday, the 29th of August. Barry Fair and Nick with you. You've been watching the Wednesday Report, and we'll see you next Wednesday, on the Wednesday report on the 5th of September. We do hope that you will join us then, and you'll have a terrific afternoon, everybody. And here's Nick to say goodbye now.
Goodbye, everyone. I really have been enjoying this Wednesday show. I call a show. It's been a fantastic show.
And we'd like to thank all of you viewers for watching today, and we'll see you at 10 times tomorrow. Until then, have a terrific afternoon. If you're feeling stressed, get in your car, go for a drive, go for a walk with the dogs and the kids, and grab some fish and chips. And from me, Barry Fair, and Nick, we wish you a very good afternoon, and thanks for watching our show today. Bye bye, everybody.